All right, guys, we're gonna start with our week 3 warm-up. So we'll start on our back with our leg swings, just as we've done before. Our first few moves are gonna be the same. We have 10 on each of these leg swings, keeping one knee bent and the other leg straight, the quad flexed, lifting up to about our hip and then coming back down. 10 on each with those. And then we will switch to our bridges. So again, feet about hip distance. Then we're gonna squeeze our butt, lift our hips up into the air, hold for a second, and then come back down. 10 of these. Again, we're trying not to lift with our back. We're really driving our feet into the ground as we do this. Then we're gonna slide our feet out a little bit. Our toes are gonna be up, and we're gonna lift our hips up again for hamstring bridges. 10 of these. Should be felt less in the glutes, more in the hamstrings here. After 10 of those, we're gonna flip over onto our stomach and do our prone scorpions. So we're laying down on our chest, our arms are gonna be out to the side, and then we're gonna try and bend so that our leg can go in the general direction of our opposite hand. It doesn't have to touch it, but as long as we're moving, getting some mobility through our lower back, and trying to keep both shoulders on the ground if we can, just get in some movement here. So we're gonna do 5 on each of these. Then we're gonna do our alternating swimmers. So this is gonna be our first new move. We're gonna start with a hand on our lower back and a hand kind of around our neck. Then we're gonna make a big circle as we switch the hands to that opposite position. Trying to keep our hands up as high as we can off the ground when we switch from one move to the next, and we'll do 5 on each of those. Then we're gonna go into push-up. We have 5 push-ups. We can do these like a regular push-up, or we can do these from the knee, whatever works for you. After 5 of those, we're gonna do a different style of push-up, a planche push-up. So we're gonna turn our hands backwards, or this is kind of challenging for a lot of people, so maybe we need to go out to the side. Just get a little bit different wrist angle, and then we'll do push-ups from here. So this might feel uncomfortable, a little bit weird. We're just working on, can we push up from a different position with our wrists, and a little bit more active mobility with that. So 5 of those, then we have 5 step-ups. Push-up position, bringing the foot to the outside of the hand. And we can do this with our back leg straight or with our back leg bent where the knee is on the ground. Just kind of gets that adductor a little bit, our groin. After that, we're gonna stand up, and then we're gonna go into a couple moves from our Ido hip routine. So here, we're gonna start in a squat, dropping down into a squat, and we're gonna put our elbow on the inside of our knee, and then push it away, and then with our knee, try and push our elbow back in. Back and forth, we're gonna do 10 on one side, then you can stand up, kind of reset, shake it out, and then again, drop back down into the squat, and do the same thing on the other side. Elbow pushes the knee out, and then using the knee to push the elbow back in. 10 on this side, then you can stand back up. Then we have 5 sky reaches on each side. So you're gonna squat down, you're gonna grab your opposite ankle, and then you're gonna try and rotate up towards the ceiling with your opposite hand. Again, this is a pretty challenging move. A lot of us wanna be bent over, but this is gonna work on our thoracic rotation as well as our ankle mobility and just our ability to maintain our core stability in this kind of difficult position. So we'll do 5 on each side with these sky reaches. Then you can stand up, and we're gonna do our cross jack. So a little bit different from our jumping jack, but we're gonna cross our arms in front of us and cross our legs as we jump back and forth. And we'll do 15 on these. These are fun to do with the whole family. Kids love doing these. They're a lot better than adults usually. Then we have our high kicks in place. We've done this one before, where we kick our leg, trying to keep it straight as we kick up, and then trying to touch our opposite hand. Again, we're not rounding our back as we do this. We're keeping a nice straight back. We'll do 5 kicks on each side. After these high kicks in place, we're gonna do our leg cradle into a lateral lunge. So pulling the leg up at an angle, and then stepping directly into our lateral lunge, and then switching to the other side before standing back up and doing the same thing. So legs at an angle, pulling it up, stepping out to the side, and shifting to the other side. Just like this, we have 5 on each of these. Really try and spend time in these positions. The first 1 or 2 are usually a little rusty, and then as we do a few more, we can sink in a little bit deeper as we're warming up, getting ready for our workout. After 5 on each side of these, we're gonna do our knee hug, but before we've done the knee hug into a forward lunge, now we're gonna do our knee hug into a reverse lunge. So starting the same way, good, finishing up with those leg cradles, we're gonna bring the knee to the chest and then step back into a reverse lunge, hold for a second, and then step back out. Pulling the knee to the chest, stepping back, and then back to the start. Pretty simple here, but we're trying to keep the torso upright the whole time. We don't want to be leaning too far forward or trying to have to support ourselves with our hands on our leg. We're working on our balance as we kind of work backwards, which we don't always spend a lot of time moving backwards. After 5 on each of these, we have our last one, which is going to be a single arm leg pull with an overhead reach. So we're gonna grab our foot, pull it behind us, and then reach up overhead. And then switch. And as you reach up, you can lift up on your toes with the leg that is down. So we're getting a quad stretch, we're getting a little bit of an overhead T-spine extension, and a little bit of a calf activation as well. And that is the warm-up for week